If you're into food photography, this video is for you. I'm going to show you some easy and affordable tips to take better pictures of food at home. Hope you're hungry. We're going to start off with the most essential part of any great food shot, and that is the food itself. So put on an apron or order some takeout because you're going to want well-plated and delicious looking food to start with. Your job here is to make good food look great, not make bad food look okay. Take a quick glance around your space. I'm pretty confident that you'll either have a kitchen table or a coffee table you can use as a surface. Sometimes if I'm really in a pinch, I will even use the floor of our apartment as a backdrop just for something different. But if that grosses you out,
yo, that's messed up.
Don't worry, we have IKEA to the rescue. The Lack collection from IKEA is incredibly affordable, and if you grab their coffee table, you can use the tabletop as a surface. You can just rest it on pretty much anything. I especially love the dark black wood and white options. For about 20 bucks a pop, you really can't go wrong. They look elegant and simple, plus they are easy to clean and store. Sometimes I'll even combine them to make backdrops and shape the entire environment, not just a surface. This makes them especially great for product photography as well. Look, for over 10 years now, I've been shooting all different types of content, from people to product to cars, and I have to say food and people are hands down the least forgiving subject matter when it comes to lighting. This is truly what separates good shots from bad shots. Now, this doesn't mean it has to be difficult though. I tell my clients all the time that a big, bright, natural window will add so much to a dish, but the biggest mistake most folks make is that they shoot in their kitchen, which is usually lit with harsh, warm lighting that makes food look overly contrasty and dull. Shooting in daylight next to your kitchen window or in the living room is the easiest way to make things look bright and beautiful. Now, if you don't have access to natural light or you want something with a little bit more control, there's a bunch of very affordable small LED lights that you can purchase. I have a couple that Aperture sent me that I definitely recommend checking out. For less than 100 bucks, you can grab their M9 LED, which is a super versatile daylight balanced pocket panel. This is like the Honda Civic of LED lights. It works, it's consistent, and there's no frills. If you want something a little fancier, they also have the ALMX. This is like the M9 on steroids. This is my favorite little LED for shooting food at home and on the fly. The good thing about this one is that it's also bicolor, which means you can change the color temperature based on what you're shooting. This will let you add a bit of warmth to your shots or cool things down accordingly. This light packs a lot of punch, and for 150 bucks, I think it should be in every shooter's kit. For composition, I have three go-to angles I like to play with, which are POV, flat lay, and quarter angle. You may have noticed throughout this whole video that all the examples I've shown have been shot on a phone. That's because if you nail lighting and composition, it doesn't matter what camera you use. Sure, you might get more depth of field out of a DSLR or mirrorless camera, but phones from the last 3-4 years are so good now that whatever you have in your pocket is more than enough. So you got that perfect shot. The dish was plated nicely, your lighting was on point, and you can't wait to actually eat it. But guess what? There's one last step, and that's editing. I'm a firm believer that food should look as close to how it looks in real life, not some cartoon version of it. And I find most filters overly fade blacks or make the color unappetizing. Editing is all about experimenting. On my iPad and my iPhone, I like to use VSCO, but most smartphones and even computers have basic photo editing built in. Play around with settings until you find something that looks delicious, but make sure it looks realistic. Okay, I don't want to take up any more of your time. You're probably hungry right now, which is the point of food photography. So get cooking, support a local business with some takeout, and get shooting. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it helped, and if it did, hit subscribe. If you have any more questions, I'll find you in the comments, and you'll hear me next time I feel like making a video. Bon appetit.